excited to make sure that everyone knows about the Master IEP Coach Directory. I've been seeing all over social media where people say it's so hard to find help through the IEP process. Sometimes parents are saying that. Sometimes teachers are saying, they're saying it's so hard to find help. Like, we have to figure it out. Teachers are saying we don't, learn this stuff in college. And parents are like, I don't have time to read all the books and all the blogs and do all of that. I just need somebody to help me through the IEP process. And for those of you that don't know, I've been in the field a very long time professionally, like over 25 years. And the last 5 or 6 years, we've been working on the Master IEP Coach mentorship. We have parents, teachers, admins, and therapists who have come through the Master IEP Coach mentorship, and they've learned how to become IEP experts, not just in the IEP process for themselves, but also to help other people. Now, that's a completely different skill set. So it's one thing to help yourself. It's another thing to not only help yourself, but also to help other people. And these are trained parents, teachers, admins, and therapists who all work independently. So they do not work for me. They do not work for Master IEP Coach. They are not lawyers. They do not give legal advice, but I can tell you what they do. Like, they make the IEP process so much easier, so much more collaborative. They are focused on leadership and collaboration. This is the only training program that focuses on training parents, teachers, admins, therapists, all together in the same room, because if you're going to get an IEP team to work together, you have to train together. So if you've been thinking that you want to help other people through the IEP process, you'd want to become a Master IEP Coach. If you're thinking, wait, I need the help through the IEP process, then you need to go to this directory and see who's there. So let me just scroll down here a little bit and show you about the Master IEP Coach directory. So it's super easy to find. You just go to masteriepcoach.com and it says, find a Master IEP Coach, and you scroll on down here and you can just scroll and see Master IEP Coaches. These are all Master IEP Coaches that are ready to help parents, teachers, admins, therapists, all through the IEP process. And then here, look, you're like, that's a lot. Like, how do I pick somebody? You can actually go into the search box here, and I can say, I am looking for parent support. So I would be a parent and I'm looking for support through the IEP process. And let's see, I'm going to put in the word autism and hit search and see who pops up. Here we go. So here, now these are all Master IEP Coaches who do parent support, and they have a specialty, a focus on working with families who have children with autism. So I can do all different kinds of searches here. I could search by location. One of the important things to know about Master IEP Coaches is that most of them work nationwide. So even if you don't see somebody who's near you, you can look for those keywords. You can look for the keywords to make sure that you find a Master IEP Coach who has the experience that you need to get through the IEP process with less tears, less stress, more sleep, right? More confidence, more knowledge about how to write those IEP goals for the real world, and how to make sure that an IEP is truly preparing a child for further education, employment, and independent living. Master IEP Coaches are focused on the big picture of making sure that a child gets not only what they need right now, but that they are fully prepared as best as possible with the resources that they have in the school system to be as independent as possible in the future. Master IEP Coaches make sure that they're using proven tools. This is not just let me see if this works. I've given them every tool that I've had. I've worked with hundreds, probably thousands of, parents and teachers and IEP teams to make sure that they have the tools that they need to get through the school system. I'm just one person. And so I wanted to make sure that I could give these tools to people, put them in the right hands to the right people so they then can help you. That's what a Master IEP Coach does. They're going to make sure that not only can you get out of maybe a sticky situation that you're in right now, but they're going to help you prepare and make sure that you don't get in that situation again. So if you've ever thought it's hard to find IEP help, it's not hard anymore. So it's masteriepcoach.com/directory, or just go to masteriepcoach.com. There's some freebies for you there. And then you can go and search through. Maybe you don't need a master IEP coach right now. I mean, like, let's just face it, it's June, right? You might be like, I didn't do summer school with my, for my child or extended school year. And I'm not really too worried about back to school season just yet. Okay, fine. Go ahead and bookmark this video and make sure you're like, I'm going to IEP help. Because when that time comes, when you're wondering, did I make the right decisions? Is this the right placement? Are the IEP goals being worked on? What does this data mean? The school is telling me something and I don't know what that means. Or you're a teacher who's struggling and thinking like, I don't know if I'm in the right place for me as a teacher in my career, or I don't know how to support my students in my classroom. I'm struggling with some parent and teacher relationships with that. These are all things that master IEP coaches can help support you. We have master IEP coaches who support parents, master IEP coaches who support teachers, because we want to make sure that it's no longer an us versus them type situation. It doesn't have to be. It shouldn't be. Do you know special education came to be because parents and teachers came together and said, we need something for our students who learn differently. Special education was created because parents and teachers came together. Now, somehow in the last 40 years, everybody split apart and now it's us versus them. If you want change in special education, you have to do it together. The us versus them is getting us nowhere. Can we agree on that? Right? Like, so what, you throw somebody under the bus and to get rid of a sticky situation, you're like, I fixed this. It's going to happen again if we don't figure out how to collaborate and stop putting Band-Aid fixes on things and really work together on building IEPs that work in the real world. Master IEP coaches are specialized in doing that. So I highly recommend go run over to masteriepcoach.com/directory. Okay. You're going to see a ton of resources there. If you're ready to become a master IEP coach because you're just like, I know what's going to happen this upcoming school year. I know how many people are going to need help. I want to be the person to help provide that help. The information's there. You can say, hey, I want to become a coach. There's upcoming events to become a master IEP coach, or go there for yourself and stop doing this special education thing all by yourself. So often we say that we're on a special education island, like we're on this little island and nobody else really gets it. But you know what? Right now, that's a choice. You're choosing to stay on the island, and you can make a choice to join other people who are like-minded. You don't have to make a choice to join the fight. You can make a choice to join the team, to join a team of people, a community that's working together. And we're seeing changes. We have been seeing changes for years and years and years. So again, I want to encourage you to go run over. Look at how many people and this is still our search. Let's go ahead and take this search off. Let's take this off here. Let's just look at those who help parents and teachers, and they're ready. Look, it is not hard to find help through the IEP process. It is not hard to find people who are willing to help you collaborate and not cause more problems, not cause more conflict, but actually help you see the results. You've got it. You've got a searchable place where you can go find somebody that you can connect with, that understands you and what's happening for your child, for your family, or as a teacher, for your teacher journey. You can do that. If you guys got questions, just post them below. Reach out. There's a contact form on this page. Also, just reach out. Don't do this by yourself. I'll talk to you guys soon.